you have Christoph Waltz, Jennifer Connelly, Mahershala Ali, James Cameron as your producer, and Robert Rodriguez as your director. Is this going to be good or not? You have the story. You have your upworld here and your downworld here. Dr. Hidu finds a cybernetic body, and normally he's a specialist at just putting limbs and parts and pieces together. He finds Alita's body shell and builds a whole cybernetic body from scratch to a full-size teenage girl. That's where your story begins. This is a story about a young cybernetic young lady becoming of age and finding out who she is, because initially she has no memory, but she does amazing things and it opens up the portals to find out the world of Alita Battle Angel. And this is a world that you will never forget. Trust me. Hello, and welcome to My Point of View Movie Reviews. Now, today's review is for the highly anticipated movie, Alita Battle Angel. Before I seen this movie, I had to do a lot of research. I went on YouTube, typed it in, watched all the mangas and everything, the animes, and you know, it's not really my thing. I'm not really into anime a whole lot. And I don't read comic books and things like that, so I'm more of a movie goer. But sometimes I try to get a little bit of background knowledge to be more represented when I talk about these films when they finally do come out. Now, what I'm hearing across the board, the dialogue is clunky. They didn't focus on one movie. It was all over the place. They did a lot of introduction, a lot of backstory, but didn't make a perfect movie because they're setting up other movies. And that's all true. But guess what? The cartoon anime was the same way, man. You know, it's like a 5-part series, so you can't cram it all into one movie. Though they try, it never, ever succeeds. And I love Robert Rodriguez. He's a great director. No one's talking enough about Rosa Salazar. She did a fantastic job with motion capture, man. As always, Andy Serkis. No, she did the damn thing in this movie. She was fantastic. That Latina put in some work, and she was the star of this movie. I don't know about you, but I went to this movie for the visuals only. I don't care about the clunky dialogue, because guess what? It sounds just like the damn anime and manga. It's no difference. So I don't know where everybody's getting all in an uproar about, oh, this is... Critics, calm your asses down. You know, there's a little kid in you somewhere. You need to find that sucker and start enjoying film again instead of tearing them apart, because all you're going to do is go home and drink and hate movies even though you're a critic. This movie visually is stunning. It did its job. It was things on screen that I never, ever seen before. It was entertaining. Was it slow in certain paces? Yes, but what movie isn't? You know, it's no different than anything you ever seen. Just like when I go back and read comics about famous movies like the Avengers, guess what? The dialogue is not that great either. Even when you read the comic books dialogue is better than the actual movie. So if you're going to pick on one movie, you got to pick on them all. You can't just have your favorites and tuck them away and save them and pat them like they're little pets. No, all movies are subject to criticism and praise, whether they fail or don't fail. You know, this dialogue, again, is no different than an anime. It's childish, and what do you expect, man? It's a damn cartoon brought to the big screen. But I thoroughly enjoyed majority of this film. The craftsmanship, the shot angles, the cinematography, and again, the visuals alone is worth some monies to go to the theater. Now, whether you want to do a matinee or full price, it's up to you. Now, I'm practical. Brother did a matinee, and I went with a group of people for a screening, so it wasn't expensive at all. It was cool. It was discount. And the crowd that I was with enjoyed it. You had a few nerds in the corner. Oh, it wasn't accurate. But look, they got problems. They still live at home with their mama, and they don't have a job. So who cares what they think, really? But look, take it from me. Visually alone is worth the monies. Now, if you want to tear it down for the dialogue and the story not being just contained in one movie, they're setting up other movies, well, welcome to Hollywood, suckers. Every movie is doing that, and you can blame Marvel for that. Marvel mastered it. Can't blame them, but everybody goes through trends. At one time, when Quentin Tarantino came out with Pulp Fiction, all these movies coming out that it was shot out of order. It was a trend. And then you had movies with a surprise ending like M. Night Shyamalan. That was a trend. Right now, setting up future movies is a trend because everybody needs a series to keep things going for their studios. It is what it is. Eventually, it will change. That's Hollywood. Welcome to the real world, suckers. That's all it is. Calm down, find the little kid in you, and start enjoying movies again. It's not that serious. Until then, next time, I still love you. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and yo, it's just my point of view.